Greetings. This is Paul the Poke from PaulthePoke.com. Today's topic, Gabriel covers Mary in grace. Scripture reference is out of Luke 1, verse 28. And he came to her and said, "Greetings, O favored one, the Lord is with you." So the angel Gabriel is about to talk to the Virgin Mary. The first thing we're going to look at is the term greetings, or Cairo in the Greek, and this is a form of the word charis, or what we know in English as grace. The word means to rejoice or be glad. Gabriel is approaching Mary in a graceful and joyous manner. Greetings, Kairos, or Cairo. So the second piece of this is he refers to her as "O favored one," and this is how Gabriel describes Mary. This is the Greek word charitao. Again, this is a form of the word charis, or what we know as grace in English. Strong's Concordance defines the term as endowed with grace or graceful. So Gabriel approaches Mary in a gracious manner and then tells her she is favored with grace because the Lord is with you. Now here's Mary's response to grace. And we see that in Luke 1, verse 29. But she was greatly troubled at the saying and tried to discern what sort of greeting this might be. Now, the translators, frankly, were pretty kind with the wording, quote, greatly troubled. And this is the word diataraso. And this is a verb, and it's defined to agitate greatly. And the emphasis is on the prefix dia or dia in the Greek, and it indicates intensity. Mary was thoroughly perturbed and anxious, would be one way to put it. And this is Mary's initial impression. So this is not exactly the response one would think someone should have when visited by an angel from the throne of God. Gabriel comes in the grace of God, and he has to deal with a disturbed young woman. And this woman is the earthly vessel for Jesus Christ. And I know a lot of times, we sit here and I think of Peter. Everybody wants to bust on Peter, and probably everyone looks at this and wants to question Mary. It's like, well, come on, this angel, wonderful messenger from God, came in grace. So what's her deal? And just think about it. If you were in her place and somebody shows up out of thin air and starts talking to you, how would you respond to it? I don't care if they're gracious or not. It'd be a little unnerving. Well, she's not finished because she, quote, tried to discern or dialogizomai. And again, the note on the prefix dia, which again denotes intensity. And she wants to reason, debate, or consider. That's another way this word could be translated. So she's doing some serious thinking and trying to come to a logical conclusion. Now, you'd have to think she's questioning reality, wondering what is going on, minding her own business. And this being pops up and decides, hey, I want to talk to you, getting ready to tell you something. And she doesn't even know what's coming yet. She's just trying to deal with the fact that some entity is wanting to have a conversation with her. Luke 1, verse 30, and the angel, that'd be Gabriel, said to her, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God." So clearly she's given off some vibe that Gabriel recognizes that Mary may not be comfortable with his appearance, and he's reassuring. Gabriel perceives her to be phobeo, and the word can be defined as afraid, terrified, or frightened by Strong's. In English, we use the word phobia. This is where we get the word phobia from, is phobeo. And, hey, don't be afraid. Never mind, I just showed up here out of thin air. And then to top it off, Gabriel calls the young lady by her name, Mary. So again, imagine if you were Mary, a strange being who you've never met, shows up out of nowhere, and the entity, for a bonus, knows who you are and calls you by name. Little sympathy for Mary. And Gabriel reminds Mary, "For you have found favor with God." Emphasis here is on the word favor. And this is the Greek word charis. And again, it means grace. So, to recap, Gabriel approaches Mary in grace he tells her she has been supplied with grace. And Gabriel closes his introduction and reminds Mary, God has blessed her with grace. So despite her attitude, her response, her fear, Gabriel covers Mary in God's grace. And that's probably pretty good advice for us too when we come upon somebody who's having a rough day or a little concerned, a little fearful. God chose his messenger, Gabriel, and came to her in grace. So pretty good stuff. If you're interested in the blog, this will be categorized under angels. Click on angels and you can see all the posts that we've put up under the term angels. Keywords: Virgin, Mary, Gabriel, angels, grace. That's what this is going to be categorized under. And then also, if you want to follow along on the blog, enjoy these sorts of studies, click up here on the blue bar. Also, there's going to be a gray bar where you can type in your email address and you'll get a notification every time we put something out. So appreciate you guys following along. I hope you enjoy the series. Just covering a lot of things on angels, different types of angels. Right now we're doing a little series on all things related to Gabriel. Michael will be up next. We'll cover those things, and please feel free to share with others. Hope you have a great day. Appreciate you following. Thanks a lot. Bye.